Hello, my name is Mike, and I am a librarian with the Ocean County Library System. Today, I'm going to demonstrate some of the features of the Morningstar Investment Research Center database, which the library subscribes to. Morningstar is a financial database that is available 24/7, 365 days a year, and is free with your Ocean County Library card. Morningstar covers stocks, mutual funds, exchange-traded funds known as ETFs, and has other important financial information and tools. The other financial database that we have is Value Line Investment Center that just covers stocks. We also have at select branches paper formats of the Barron's. So in order to get to Morningstar, first thing we want to do is go to the Ocean County Library's website, www.theoceancountylibrary.org, which is right here, or open up your favorite web browser such as Google, Yahoo, or Bing, and just type in the Ocean County Library in the search box. It'll bring you there. Fastest way to get to Morningstar is just enter it here, hit enter or left click on your device, and it should be our first result right here. Now, very important, most of you will probably be using this database from outside the library, so that you will click access from home, enter your 14-digit library barcode number on the back of your card, or it's on your keychain. I'm recording this inside the library right now, so I'm just going to click on Open Database, and it gets me right on. Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. I'm not licensed, authorized, or allowed to give out financial advice. That's not what this is about. This is a quick tutorial on how to get familiar with Morningstar, how to navigate it, and what kind of information it offers, okay? So as I said earlier, it covers equity, funds, and ETFs, and other important financial information, such as Help, which has a glossary, different newsletters about financial advice. I'm going to start off with equity. Here you have an overview of latest analyst reports. There's an archive if you want to backtrack. The market is closed right now at the time of this recording, but during the day, these quotes will probably be about 15 minutes behind, but they are pretty much up to date, and you can see the net gainers. Today is Monday, and the net losers for the day. Here's some more market commentary, and just click on the link if you want to read it. So that's the overview tab under equity. We're going to go to markets next. The feature that stands out here is the upgrades and downgrades. You have the company here, stock ticker symbol here, the brokerage firm that initiated the upgrade or downgrade, what the ratings change is, and the pricing target if there is one. IPOs, which is an initial public offering. Stock is assigned to go public. Here's the price. Here's information on different companies that have done stock splits. Google just recently did one, 20-1. It currently is active. Economic news, if let's say the Fed is meeting or there's big information coming out on a certain day, it should be listed here. And down here you have commodity information, latest gold price, the latest price of oil, and natural gas, and they're all dated today, Monday, July 18th. Here you have some more market commentary on the left. Let's go on to research. What I like about the research tab is you have down here, you have sector reports, basic materials, consumer defensive. It looks like there's about 10 here. Click on it. It's about a 6-page report. If you'd like to read it, it'll be in PDF format. Okay, latest analyst reports. Now, Morningstar rates stocks 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. Value line is the opposite, where 1 is the best, 5 is the least best. So here you can see the latest with the report date. They do about 4 or 5 a day. If you want to click on, let's say Alphabet, which is Google's parent company, you can just click on here, and it'll bring up a PDF report. Hit open file. And there's a report. It's about 20 pages long. You can jump to a certain page by going here. You can make it bigger, smaller. You can highlight stuff. You can print it. You can save it. You can do whatever you want with it. If you want to see just 5-star rating stocks that didn't come out today, but throughout the whole, I guess, last 3 months, you can click once, click twice, and it'll give all the 5-star rating stocks. There's about 971 stocks that are rated, not all 5 stars, but all stocks that are rated 1 through 5 will be listed here. It's about 971, and there's about 25 per page. Portfolios. These are different listings that Morningstar has put together. Here's a large cap US core pick list according to Morningstar. Gives you the stock, the ticker symbol, the Morningstar rating, what their moat is, what they think their fair value is. Here's a drop-down menu. Here's a mid-cap pick list. Here's a Canada core pick list. Ratings and performance. Here are a listing according to Morningstar what their new 5-star picks are. Here's new 1-star pick stocks. I'm going to skip over screener, archive. Here is different articles. Here's the date. You can narrow it down by economic insight. There's no data on that one. Let's see what we've got for research highlights. There's some information. And if you wanted to see videos that they've done, here's a listing of videos. And menu is right down here. And it goes in, from the latest news, the day of July 18th, and the more you scroll down, the more it backtracks. So here we're down into April at this point. So that covers the equity section of Morningstar. I'm going to move on to our mutual funds. If you don't know what a mutual fund is, you can just go to the help section, and there is a alphabetical glossary. Here you have your latest fund analyst reports. Of course, there's an archive. Morningstar rates their mutual funds with gold being the best, silver the middle, bronze third best, just like the Olympics. And mutual funds that aren't rated have a neutral rating or aren't rated at all. Target date series are just mutual funds, I believe, that have a set date that a lot of retirees seem to look into, like a 2040 target date, 2055, 2060. I'm not going to get into it, but you'll find information on target date series. Here is the 529 college savings. If you have children or grandchildren, it's specific to state. And here they have analyst ratings. New Jersey is on the last page. These two bottom ones right here. Okay, let's move on to screener. You can screen for certain mutual funds. Just for demonstrative purposes, I'm going to choose mutual funds that have a 4-star or more rating. Inception date, a mutual fund that's been around for at least 10 years or more. And I'm going to search by category. I'm just going to choose infrastructure. See what we get. And there's 11 different mutual funds that Morningstar rates for infrastructure. And if you want like a side-by-side comparison, you can choose as many as you want. Let's choose Cohen. Let's choose this one. Let's choose Frontier. And if you click on research, actually, let's click on performance. Okay. You can compare those three. They're highlighted right here under performance. Click on portfolio. If you want to read a specific fund report, you can just click on here. It'll bring the fund report up. Let's click on fund report. No report is available. Okay, some of them don't have reports. You just have to, try it out. So there's different Morningstar categories. There's, let's see what we got. Yeah, there's, China region, commodities. If you want to come to the S's, you can see all the, preferred stock, Latin America. You can just fool around with this. Morningstar rating can change. Let's go on to similar. If there is a mutual fund that you have your eye on and you want to see what other similar funds are out there, I'm just going to use for the purpose of this tutorial Fidelity, FSDAX, which is a Fidelity defensive fund. Here it comes right up. And there are one of 49 similar funds to this Fidelity Select Defensive and Aeroport mutual fund. If you want to see them side by side, let's see, let's choose one that's not Fidelity. Well, some of them have ETFs in there too. It's not just mutual funds. Okay, let's compare it to this one. Go up, and you can see the two of them side by side. You can go look at short-term performance, long-term performance. Here's the current year-to-date return. Fund compare. If you want to compare two similar funds, for this, I'm going to use Fidelity again. There's Fidelity and RYDX, RYTSX. These are two transportation funds. If you want to see them side by side, you can create a PDF report or just click on View Report. And it'll compare them side by side, what their 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10-year rate is, what the Morningstar risk and return and category is. And what I find in particularly very helpful is the top 10 holdings of each mutual fund. You'll see that listed here, which is very helpful, and the percent of net assets. And then just like the equity, you have archive. If you want to just look at mutual fund videos, click on the videos tab. Reverse chronological order by date. ETFs, which stand for exchange traded funds, are pretty much set up the same way as the funds are. It's very similar. So I'm not going to go over this. Let's move on to planning and education. This part's very neat, the investing classroom. There's different courses or quizzes you can take. If you just want to watch videos, there's videos of, let's say you want to do a course on stocks. There's 8 courses by level. If you want like I guess 1 is a low level, 500 would be, I guess, the highest level. So a lot of good stuff here. If you're new to investing, you can search for a particular thing here. Let's next move on to Portfolio X-ray. What's very cool about this, if you click on here, you can enter all the holdings that you currently have or stuff that maybe you'll have in the future. Enter, let's say you have Disney. Enter Disney. It'll come up. Enter the amount of Disney stock that you have. You can enter cash. You can enter other securities or mutual funds that you have here, and it'll break it down for you. I'm not going to show you, but it'll break it down by asset allocation, stock sectors, stock regions, sustainability. Let's scroll down a little bit. That's it. But it's a very good feature that Morningstar offers. Okay, there's some retirement cost calculators and college cost calculators, which I'm not going to get into at the moment. Articles and videos. Here's a multitude of articles, once again by reverse date, collections. You can narrow it down here by market update, videos, the short answer. As I mentioned earlier, help. There's some monthly training sessions here to attend, all free. Here's a user's guide. Here's a quick guide, how to read a stock analyst report. Glossary of investment terms alphabetically here. And last but not least, you have different newsletters. Here's July, just came out, a stock investor newsletter, dividend investor newsletter, ETF investor. Scroll down on the bottom, you have fund investor. Okay, so just remember, folks, this is free with your Ocean County Library card, 24/7, 365 days a year. Thank you for watching and enjoy the Morningstar Investment Research Center through the Ocean County Library. Thank you.
Support public libraries. Like, share, and subscribe for more great videos.